Hey, so in this video we're going to create our DataRaptor extract to get our data for our docgen. But full disclosure, this is a brand new developer org and I don't know the data in this at all. So what I'm really going to quickly do is find some data that I want to extract, and I thought I'd take you along on the journey just in case you're following along and also need to find some data. So if you're not already using it, I highly recommend our Salesforce Inspector Reloaded. It's a Chrome extension. And just in data export, I'm just going to use this to find some data. So this is a query that I wrote last time. So I want to get some opportunities. So we'll just go, I'll show you how I actually came up with this previous query that was on there before. If I go select fields all from opportunity, and limit it to 200, it'll show me all of the opportunities that we've got currently, well the first 200 in this particular playground or developer org here. So what I'm actually looking for is an account that has a whole bunch of opportunities. So I'll just go account ID, and then I'll count ID, and group by ID. So this is just going to show me that this particular account ID has got 10 opportunities. So I'm going to use this one for our demo. So we'll just change this. Account ID equals this. And we're going to go fields all, and let's run that. Alright, so for this account ID, we have all these different opportunities, and if you wanted to, you could go ID and then account name. Whoops, I've got ID in there twice. And then that gives you the account name as well, so we can see that. Alright, so that gives me enough information for the DataRaptor extract. So the objects that I'm going to use are account, and then opportunity, and then just to show you with one more, it will be our user object as well, so we can get the owner ID name. So for example, owner and name. We want this to appear in our document as well. So coming back into Salesforce itself, we're going to go in, we're in OmniStudio already, and we're going to go into our OmniStudio DataRaptors. And we're going to create new, and then follow whatever naming convention you normally use. I tend to go DR for DataRaptor. This is going to be an extract, and docgen example, and we're going to leave it as an extract, and we'll leave everything as it is there. So we'll add in our first step, and we're going to go to our account, and we're just going to give it the extract path of account, and ID equals account ID. So this is actually what we're going to provide as input into this. And later on, if you wanted to put it onto a button and automate it with the ID, you'll just need to pass in the account ID in there. So we're going to add in our second object, which is going to be opportunity. And then for my extract path, I'm going to call it account and then colon opportunity. And this time the filter is going to be account ID. And we want the account ID to equal the ID from this step here. So our extract output path is called account. So we'll just call it account. And then we need the field from here that we're matching on. So the field is going to be just ID like that. And then I want to include the user. So we'll go to user, We'll just bring that in there. And following the path that I'm going on here, we're going from account to opportunity to user. So we'll just go account, opportunity, user. And this time we are going to go with the owner ID. Oh, actually, let me go back. It's ID. And the ID needs to be the owner ID from opportunity. So we do need to use that extract path there. So we'll go there and then owner ID. All right. As it stands right now, if I was to preview this, nothing would come back because we haven't defined anything in our output. So just coming into output, I'm going to add in a few things here. So we'll start off with account and we'll go name, and you can see that it actually tries to complete it there. So we'll go name. Now this is really important. Our output path, or for this particular extract, we could use it exactly the same, or we could change it. So in this example, I am going to change it and just make it a little bit more simpler for myself and call it account name. And this is actually what I'm going to call my merge field in my document. So just for simplicity, I'm going to go ahead and just rename that now as account name over there. We're adding in another one, and let's put in our, let's see what we've got here. We'll put in our opportunity name, like that. And then we'll put in our username as well. So we'll add in a new one. We'll just type in name as well, and we've got our username there. So you can see account, opportunity, username. I'll just call it username. All right, so then coming into preview, we need to add in our new key value there, and so our key is going to be account ID. And then this is the value. So over here we've got our account ID that we're using for our test. So we'll paste that in there and then just click on execute. And this is now returning those fields there. So nothing particularly interesting coming through other than the account name, username, and opportunity name. This is now when we can go in there and add a few extra things. So coming back into this data export, perhaps we want the stage name and some amounts and whatnot as well. So we'll go ahead and put in stage name. So coming back into our output, stage name, and let's preview that. Yep. What I actually might do, just realizing that it's not really coming through in a great JSON there, I'm going to actually add a parent node of account. So just coming back into my output, I'm just going to fix all these up. So coming back into account name, and we'll call this account opportunity name and account. It would be fine before if you were just getting one back, but because we are expecting multiple, I just need to set up that JSON a bit more in a bit of a better way. So account username, and now when we preview, yep, that looks a bit better there. And that'll make sense when we actually put the document together, because I also want repeaters and whatnot. So perhaps I want to show all the accounts, or sorry, all the opportunities for an account, and I want it to be listed in a table. So by setting it up this way, that will work with a repeater there. So coming back in here, I just need a few more fields. So I might just go amount and expected revenue. Now, in my day job, I don't actually use opportunities all that much, so this is a bit of a foreign thing here for me. we use a lot of contacts and cases. Cases is probably our biggest one. So I'm very familiar with the case object, but opportunities not so much. We'll go expected revenue. Alright, and let's see what else, if there's anything else worth getting. So type might be good. Actually, probably if it's closed, we would like as well. This is really an example, so I probably don't need to go too crazy here. Let's just put in type. And we'll see the is, so we'll go is closed and is one. Probably is, oh, let's go both. And we'll go is closed as well. Okay, and we'll preview that. And that's giving us a few extra things there that we can work with for our testing. I am just noting that these do say true and false already. For our visibility, let me try that again. For our visibility rules, we do have to have a formula or a field that equates to either true or false. So these would work as is. I might just quickly see if there's something else. I think we are using type already. Yes, so we've got the type there that we can also use as a true and false, just for me to show you a few different bits and pieces. So that has already, it auto saves, so that should be good to go already. So that is our data extract, and in the next video I'm going to show you how to transform this.